New Jubilee.
White people having dreads is cultural appropriation. Strongly agree, strongly disagree? Answer in the comments below and suggest a prompt on our Kickstarter.
I thoroughly enjoy fried.
Huh? Oh, dude, fuck, man.
You know, I understand the stereotypes about it and all that kind of stuff, but
That chicken thing, man.
The chicken.
You know, chicken is that's just not something that black people enjoy. You name me one group of people that don't like a yard bird.
A what?
X, will you ever play Mountain Warband 2? Just curious. I mean, that game requires
Kanye West
skills
is
and
invited
reading,
to
and
the
you lack both,
cookout.
so-
no, he ain't doing that. He's not doing that. I know he didn't do that.
You switched sides?
I told you I was leaving you this
Things have
time.
not changed. They might have got worse. Let's just be honest.
Well, yeah, last time I was agree because I was like, he's just the crazy drunk uncle, but now he's a little too disruptive. I don't want him at my cookout.
I mean, granted, he's got a
I
lot
have
of
been
things he's
thinking
going
of
through.
why
So
not?
I'm not expecting him to change anything right now. But right now, he's just
I
still.
have no idea
He needs some
what to
time.
do anymore.
Figure out life. Then come eat.
I'm doubling down.
What?
Again, he's misunderstood. People like Kanye are creatives, and he uses like creative speech.
Like, I don't think that he's so creative and that his words are being misinterpreted. Like, he's making very specific phrases, like black people chose to be slaves. That's completely untrue, and in my opinion, that's just unacceptable.
But I think that's people misunderstanding what he's saying. And let's be real, like nobody, including Kanye, doesn't think that.
Guys, you know what I feel like? He would still get invited to the cookout because one, I'd like to have some good fucking music if he's gonna perform, or maybe a good conversation about the creative bullshit, whatever the fuck. Okay, I don't give a. If your cookout is all about the political takes, your cookouts are fucking dog shit, or you're a boring ass person, and the people you're a bitch ass, man.
Like people got
If your cookout is only about politics, your cookout sucks. And nobody wants to be invited to your fucking cookout, man.
Line to get
I'll
shot.
eat my McDonald's or my toenails,
to be
motherfucker.
a slave. This is part of the problem. The media cut off kind of like the overall like meaning of what he's trying to say. People were angry that he was a Republican or that he was voting for Trump. And what he was basically saying is, don't be a slave to like the Democratic Party. I think there's an identity politics issue in the black community. You're not allowed to think freely. And he is, to me, another member of my community. And I want him on my cookout.
Invite him over your house then. For a perfect barbecue.
Yeah, Kanye West, you're invited.
Would you let Kanye teach your children?
Okay.
I think
This guy is living on copium, which is fine.
Kanye West is
That's
not
I think this
a
guy
bad
took
person.
one too
ain't
many hits of
saying
copium. This guy's off the
I'm not saying
bottle.
he's a bad person
This has
either.
nothing to do about
He's a
him
little
as
bit off the
person.
bottle.
But I wouldn't let the Grand Wizard give my children a history lesson.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, who?
I have loved ones and friends and family who are like part of the queer community, and I have friends who are trans, and talking to them about like the last couple specials and just sort of like his comments in general about trans people, it has kind of rubbed me the wrong way, which is like, it sucks because I really did love Chappelle's show. I loved a lot of his stand-up specials, but like over the years, it's just like, okay, well now I'm seeing it through a different lens because other people are bringing things to light that I probably wasn't thinking about when I
Guys,
watched it.
let's be honest,
I'm a
chat.
big-
The members of your family that go to your cookout probably have way weirder, more dogged takes than who the fuck these guys said. Across all their takes, the one, two bad takes is nothing compared to some of your trash family's takes. Okay, who cares? Stop inviting people to your cookouts based on their political takes,
Chappelle.
motherfucker.
I love comedy.
Otherwise, there'll be nobody to cook out. You won't even show up to your own cookout. Cookout what? There's nobody. It's a desert.
He was trying to
Man.
navigate a very, very narrow channel. And I think he did it quite well. I mean, because he's a comedian. You know, they're there to push the boundaries of funny. And at the same time, what you were saying, you got to be careful. So I agree with you on that. But after hearing Chappelle explain, you just saw when he was on stage after he did the closer. and
Yeah,
was
he
like,
came back.
Yeah, after hearing, I don't think he had any malice in his heart.
I think we need to learn how to not apologize for people because of their historical importance. Just because I loved the Chappelle Show doesn't mean I'm gonna stand up for the closer. Like, it's not always just a joke, because it might be just a joke to you. It's not just a joke to that person who just got murdered.
Black people are more homophobic than other races.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm an avid
Who wrote this
golfer,
fucking
right?
prompt, man?
So a lot of my friends who I play golf with are white. And they say some stuff
Ah,
too when it comes to
shit,
it. So
here
that's
we
why I
go
was like, I
again.
gotta come with somewhat disagree, but you know, I only can speak for our community. We are a little rough on the LGBTQ.
Guys, you know, guys, I'm gonna say where I stand about this, okay? Yeah, if I was on a show and I had to choose a take about this, okay? I'm going here. I start over there, right? I go down there and I walk the fuck out. I'm not giving no take about this. I'm not giving no take about this.
Our community, we
I'm
are a
out.
little rough
I'm out.
on the LGBTQ community. So
Why do you guys think this prompt was asked?
Because there's a lot of rappers who say homophobic stuff all the time.
Yeah, and the black church, I think religion plays a big part of homophobia in like our society today. Like, but it's not just the black church.
America would be better off if only black people voted.
I think our votes would pretty much reflect what would be good for the outcome of America.
Even for the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe
prompt
so.
for this?
I'm not saying you're
You
wrong.
got
I'm
the
just
question.
asking things that are just within our own community that we don't all agree on.
That's a good question. I
Yeah.
think the majority of us would actually be for equal rights. Black people know what it's like to be discriminated against.
I think anytime you have a homogenous group that's making decisions, you're inevitably gonna have problems. So, like, I think it might start off with this idealist, way of like, yes, let's vote for things that are gonna make everybody happy, but eventually, like, power just corrupts people. So if we're the only ones voting, we're gonna start to do stuff that advantages us, especially given our history here.
Black people can be racist.
I think somebody told me about how like racism exists within this space of power, and like you have to look at it in terms of racism comes from having the power for
Jay,
your
guys,
ideals.
I'm gonna take the script out, okay? And we're gonna make this as united as possible, okay? I think anybody can be racist.
To actually cause harm to other people or disadvantage other people. And so most of the time, a racist
If you do something racist, you are a racist. That's
black person doesn't
that's
have
kinda where I stand
enough
about this, I
power
think.
to harm somebody that they're racist against.
Are you saying there aren't black people who can hire and fire people?
No.
Well,
Is
I
that a
hire
brave
and fire
taking?
people
Is
all
that
the time.
brave? Am I being brave, boys?
Power to you then?
Racism is a specific
So
type
brave.
of prejudice. That everyone can be prejudiced.
Can a Chinese person be racist?
In China, yes.
How about here?
In America, I think so, in America, it's a predominantly white ran society. So I think as a racial oppression
So a
system,
Chinese person cannot be racist to black people in the United States.
I think they can be prejudiced to black people. I think they can influence
Walk
individual
over.
black people. But let me say this: I look at racism as a system.
Yeah.
I think context matters in this situation here. So, because when you look at it like this, when you just break, can a black person be racist? Yes. Can a black person be racist in America? I don't really know. Think about it. How does a
You're saying he's right. Okay, I saw that in chat. Okay, and you're working with the scope of like when you're in a place, only that place exists, and you can't use that in the grand scheme of things. And I think that mindset is really really bad, and you're going literally nowhere with these takes, and you're overall preventing yourself from having good logics because of that.
black person being
It's
racist in
dumb.
America benefits a black
It's
person?
dumb.
That's my point.
Think about it. How, if I'm gonna be racist in America, how can I get ahead as being, I'm gonna set out to be a black racist?
But getting ahead isn't the criteria to be racist.
But racism, that's where it starts at though, bro. Like, it's like one of the main engines.
So, all right, so we're going to use different words. What you're basically saying is that in order to be racist, you can only be white in the United States.
Guys, I would never use these arguments okay? Because you never have, in my opinion, to use this as an example. But since he went there, we can use the example against him, right? Guys, I feel like the example I'm about to say, you would rarely use that because it's pointless, right? But in a scenario, I'm gonna use an example now, right? What if you were to kind of spin it around? If you're somebody who, let's say, who is white, and you live in Africa, or in some country in Africa, right? Which is you're probably a minority, being white in that country, can you be racist? Well, you absolutely can, right? But according to this guy, if you were to do this as an example, you wouldn't be, right? And if you were to say that, then he would almost he would be likely to agree with what I'm saying. It's why using this example is bad, because when you flip it upside down, it doesn't work anymore.
I'm just saying the impact.
I'm not saying that there's no good arguments out there. I'm not saying that there's no other pathways you can have, but that one is wrong.
It's bigger. So
Right?
the judgment around what it is, none of it's right, but the impact is widely different.
The U.S. should pay black people reparations.
Dr. Fungus, have you considered
US
playing
should pay
Dirt
black
Rally
people.
2.0
Guys,
with your wheel? Nice bus
Don't
chair.
reinforce bad behavior, because that behavior isn't systematic. It's very odd if you want to be a fucking racist and say, yeah, but dude, in this country, it's not systematic, so I'm gonna continue being a fucking asshole. Stop using dog shit narratives to be a fucking asshole. Don't be a fucking asshole. Is it that hard to understand?
Reparations.
Yeah,
3,
wait.
2, 1, go.
I will say though, it's not just black people. U.S. owes a lot of people money.
The U.S. doesn't exist without black help, African Americans.
Hands down, at every stage.
I'd like to correct it though. I think something should be done for the descendants of slaves.
That's
Okay.
that's why I was like,
I
I'm not
take it
gonna
as
speak
black
more.
Americans. I take it as black Americans.
Yeah,
Racist
because I feel like
across the
my
Mexican
family
border and they will
just
no
got here in the
longer be
70s.
racist
So like,
5
do I feel like I deserve what a person deserves whose family has
don't.
literally been through slavery? No.
Well, the question you asked was a good question.
Yeah.
Do you deserve? I think yes. But how much do you deserve in comparison to others with longer history here? That's the next question.
Why does a recent immigrant from Africa that came maybe 10 years ago deserve money?
There is systemic oppression still happening today. So they're still impacted. It may not be the same degree, but they're still impacted. And reparation for me doesn't mean here's $5 or here's $1 million, one individual black person. It means what are we doing to repair the community that we have disenfranchised in our society? That's all it means to me.
I can't have a take about this. I don't really
think
know the
reparations,
scope of this. It's very
term
complicated, this
to
issue.
me is people look at it as like getting a check.
Right.
And a check needs to be cut. Don't make no mistake about that. A check needs to be cut because the wealth of this country was stolen from our labor, bro.
Yeah.
So, and don't think just because you from Africa, you don't deserve none of that either. Because they did a number on Africans as well.
No, I think you need to understand, guys. It's not only about that, guys. It's maybe I don't care how to take it. Like, I don't understand the full scope of this chat, but sometimes there are things that the cities, the laws, the infrastructure does, right, that is against certain people by nature. Like, you know, let's check chat. You know the thing. What was it again? Like redlining and shit, right? Redlining of neighborhoods, right? A lot of things are really bad, right? So if they do dog shit like that, I feel like those are very, very trackable things people did. They can definitely say black on white, yeah, that's dog shit. Let's fix that. But otherwise, I don't notice the scope. And when people talk about the possible reparation, I don't know how it is about it, so I can't really have a take on it. No take.
Target
No
black
take.
men.
I'm
and
ignorant.
women.
No take. No
3,
take.
2, 1, go.
I said what? Police.
Women. 3, 2, 1, go.
You know, I like law and order. I like safety, and I do think, for the most part, a lot of the police throughout the country.
I would agree, chat, because guys, a lot of people are racist. A lot of people have prejudice. And a lot of people are asshats, right? And so does the police. So of course, this is gonna be a absolute yes though.
Do it to
That's
serve
just kinda
their
how it is.
communities. But you know, the last 2 years has really showed me that, like, you know, we have a lot of problems. And
so does the police.
And it's not, you know, it was emotional for me as well, especially after, you know, the George Floyd incident, but that wasn't even the only one. There's so many. And it got to the point where, you know, I started to really ask myself, like, is this, how can you get law and order and safety and still respect police, but at the same time, like, fight for change? And it's hard. I mean, I don't know what to do. I don't think any of us really have the solution.
It was created to monitor the minority in the group. Back in the day, it was the Irish, it was Italians, and so it's ingrained into the system of policing. And that's the problem. I think we have to reframe what policing is now. And until we do that, it will always be targeting people of color because that's what it was created to do. It's one of those things for me, like the phrasing of it is police, and that's a big term, right? That means it's not an individual person we're talking about an institution, we're talking about all the people within that institution. The system, the institution is protecting the individuals who have targeted people of color, and we see them doing that because the ones that get caught in media, it's not the first infraction. So that means there were individuals who were aware of what happened, either being a partner in the car with them or on the streets with them, or a supervisor or whoever it may be, who allowed them to go back on the street in the same manner that they were before and continue doing the same things.
And the institution makes money from the targeting of black people.
Yep.
If the police don't arrest people, prison gets no customers.
You got to look at the prison industrial complex here too in the U.S. That's huge business. So, and if you look at a group of citizens that have been perceived as no value having to society or whatever, okay, boom, we're gonna push them, we're gonna pipeline them into that system.
I don't know much about this, but I think this is correct. I'm pretty sure, yeah, guys, even though somebody has a question mark, I'm pretty sure, guys, seriously though, I'm pretty sure he's right. Even the warning was kind of odd, but it's still true. Yeah. When there's a prisoner in the prison, yeah, it's literally a customer. They make money.
But also you have to remember that like, almost 20%
absolutely 100%
value is us, and like we're the victims of a lot of crime, right? And so we're also the beneficiaries of some of the protections that do happen. And so it hurts us to have like no type of protection or
100%.
Safety as well.
We're not saying abolish all forms of protection, right? We're saying we need to reframe what that protection looks like so that we can feel safe. Because we don't, even though people say the statistics are saying we're safer on the statistics, but really does the community feel safer?
What did you all think about Derek Chauvin's guilty verdict?
I feel like it's still performative in some ways. Like, cool, all right, there's that verdict. There's still probably going to be a video tomorrow of somebody else. So it doesn't feel like it moves the needle very much when it's just one very high-profile case. Something needs to change for those people who are supposed to be our protectors to actually protect us. And I do want to say that you said something about like we're the ones who do the most crime or something like that.
No, so we're victims.
We're the most victims. Yeah, and it's like, why are we victims all the time? Why are there being guns put into our communities at higher levels? Why are we getting sentenced for certain offenses more heavily than other races? Like,
Because the prison need customers.
Exactly, and it's customers too. It's not just prisoners.
Number one customer.
You're saying that we're victims. We're getting killed and robbed and hurt in our. We're getting hurt.
But why?
Not because that. I think
But
that
why
has
are
nothing
we?
to do with the prison.
No, it does. There's research that says impoverished communities have more crime. It's not because they enjoy crime more. It's because they're impoverished. It's because they need money. They need to survive. And so there's a cycle that leads. There's a cycle of prison, which means less education, which means less income, which means smaller money coming to your community, which means less education, which means more crime, which means more prison. So the statistics about our community making crime, yes, but why is that cycle happening in our community?
Okay, guys, this guy has very good takes and very bad ones. That was actually a pretty good take. Guys, I think I speak about this often about this sometimes. When some of these things come out, I was thinking about infrastructure, right? And helping things to build. Just saying, oh, dude, look, we're gonna help heal a little bit with a little bit of money. That doesn't do shit.
Be black. 3, 2, 1.
No, not boom. I mean, like building, motherfucker. Like, motherfucker, fuck you, man.
Which means more prison. So the statistics about our community making crime, yes, but why is that cycle happening in our community?
I am proud to be black. 3, 2.
No explosions,
1,
man.
Go.
We all gonna go back to the same better. We went to last time.
Nothing's changed there.
Yay!
Right?
Glad to have you on the same side as us for once.
Oh, finally?
Yeah.
I feel more proud of our people every day. because it's another day we survived. Even the slightest microaggressions that happen to our community throughout, and yet we wake up, and yet we get dressed, and yet we go out, and we do it again and again because we have the hope of a better future of change. And I think that's something to be very proud of and to never let slide. Always be proud of that.
Yeah, and I think the more I see people gaining traction, like in America changing to where we're able to make moves in ways that we couldn't
Stop being drama, chat.
the
Stop being
prouder I
drama. We're
get.
chilling.
So, you know, it might sound silly to be excited about seeing more black billionaires or like a black, I think, Miss America, Miss USA, and Miss something else. Like all three were black women
wrong
for
with
the first
that.
time ever.
I just want to say
Nothing
for
wrong
all
with
the
that.
people in the comments that were saying, I'm not black, I'm black, okay? Because a lot of people were accusing me of basically, yeah, not being black. And I think it's important to remember that black is diverse and that we have different types of hair, different skin tones. And so, you know, anyways.
We're not a monolith.
Yeah,
We're not a monolith.
We're not a monolith.
My man.
Black every day of the week. You know what it is.
I actually spoke up over y'all this time.
Yeah. You let it know.
Let everybody know, black is black.
You gotta let it know, black is black.
Yes.
She likes there's new black billionaires, but she won't invite Kanye to her cookout. Fuck, man. Get Kanye to the cookout, man. Kanye wants to go to the cookout. Oh, that was your Kanye documentary on Netflix? I did. Man, Kanye's not broke. Yeah, I was on a documentary. It's a great documentary so far. I only saw episode 1. I think Cootie does a great job of narrating the footage. I think it's a very down-to-earth, raw footage, experience-like documentary. I think it's pretty good. Did he fall off? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. You know who fell off? You. You know who else fell off?
Chat,
Me.
no matter what skin color you are, we all love you, xQcl.